I prefer this one. Okay. Hey,
Louisiana.
you mix that Negro with that Creole, make a Congo Bama. Going in. Hey. What kind of... I don't know about that one, I'm not gonna lie. Amelie rock on Henny block. Hey, nazo mili rock na block on yoso. Hey, to be na navanzela yoso. Hey, hey. I don't even know what I'm saying. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, once again, I am not by myself today, but I am with the gorgeous, the wonderful, the fabulous young lady that we call Audrey.
My head's about to explode, gosh.
Welcome, babes.
Hey guys.
Welcome.
Hey nieces, navy, is that what you call them?
Do you know what? This is the thing. Because Rihanna already has a navy, I can't steal Rihanna's one because then people will come for me.
Oh, no,
all her fans,
so ruthless.
They will come for me. So I thought, because my name is NISSYTEE, but then it doesn't really make sense. I wanted to go for tigers because I love tigers and I love lions, and I want something fierce to represent what we're about, because we're about getting what we want, and tigers, when they see their prey, they want it. So maybe tigers, I don't know, but we'll see.
Okay,
we'll work on it.
Hey tigers.
Anyway, welcome back to my channel. So I'm joined by Audrey. I'll leave the link to her channel in the description box below, and I'll also put right out her the link to her channel as well. But essentially today we're here to talk about something quite touching to my heart, something quite important, but basically just to get you guys kind of a bit of a roundup. I got an email a couple of weeks ago from one of you guys, from a subscriber, who basically told me the story about how they went to university. When they got to university, they felt a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit isolated. They felt as though they just couldn't really make friends, and as a result of that, they felt as though they lost a lot of confidence within themselves. And they basically, to round up the question, they basically asked, how can I regain that confidence? And also, sorry, they also added that in that year as well, for about a year, there was a period where things weren't going so well. I'm guessing things at home and stuff like that. So that added to them feeling very, you know, unconfident within themselves. But they basically just wanted to ask, how can someone who used to be confident, is no longer as confident because they've been put in difficult and different situations, become confident once again and kind of get away from this mentality of they're gonna fail or they're gonna do bad or anything negative like that. So that's what basically we wanted to talk about today. So my girl Audrey is going to help us to dissect this very big question.
I'll try my best.
And try and think, but yeah.
So what I'd say is, it's okay to be upset. I think if you're upset about something, you need to let out that anger and that frustration. Do not bottle it all up, because you will explode. So I'll say, if you feel like screaming, do it. Just get it all out. Just get it all out of your system. And after that, do what makes you happy. Yeah. So for example, if you're a person that likes going to events, or you like going to the theatre, do that, even if it means you're doing it by yourself. Sometimes having your own company is the best company. You know, you're just by yourself, you know, with no one distracting you. You know, just do things that will help you get better, and also be positive. So speak positivity in your life. I know it's easier said than done, but once you get into the routine of doing it, it will then become a habit. So say to yourself, yes, I am enough. Yeah. Yes, I do deserve to be happy. Yes, I will go far in life. Just, you know, just speak life into yourself.
I think that one is such an important thing, because that's where I kind of wanted to start as well. Just this whole idea of, it starts with how you think of yourself and your mentality. I always say it starts with disciplining your mind, everything else will follow. So I was gonna say, one thing that I would definitely suggest is just sit down for just a minute. Take a couple of minutes out of your day, even if it's half an hour, an hour, just take a moment to just stop. Because sometimes we get so busy and entangled in life, we get so busy in all the things that are going on around us, that we don't focus on ourselves anymore. Hence why sometimes we get lost. As some people would say back home, we get lost in the sauce. So at the end of the day, you need to take the moment, just take a little bit of time to sit down and to think about these things. Think about all the positive things. So how am I amazing? How am I great? What is it that I bring to the table in maybe a relationship, in a situation, or even just in general? Like, what is it about me that's different compared to everyone else? And number one, just know as well that you will always find something that's different about you than anyone else, because every single one of us are different. So if you try to tell yourself there's nothing special about me, believe me, you're already heading in the wrong direction. There is something special about you, because number one, there's only one of you. There can't be duplicates of you. There's only one of you. Therefore, there will be something that is different, that is special, etc. And you have to sit down and think about these things and tell yourself, I am great. I can do this. I have a purpose to fulfill. I'm intelligent. I'm bright. Anything it is that you think pertains to you, you need to tell yourself it and definitely speak life into yourself.
And one thing that I'm learning to do, and something that I'm working on myself, is to take the good out of every situation. Sometimes something negative might have happened, you're like, oh, it's really discouraging. Fair enough, it will be discouraging, but then think about it this way: there is a reason why you didn't get that job, there's a reason why this relationship didn't work. There's so many different reasons. It can only shape you and prepare you to be a better person. Like, I remember, I think it was maybe the year that I graduated, I think that year, near the end, I was a bit depressed, trying to find a job. And I was like, you know what, this year wasn't good. That's because I was thinking about the negative, and in life the negative will always overpower the positive. And then I sat down and I was like, Audrey, actually no, you finished uni, you traveled, you have good health, you have a loving family. I started putting all the positivity that happened within that year, and I'm like, you know what, the year wasn't so bad after all. So it's all about,
sometimes you have to remind yourself.
Remind yourself. It's easy to just think of the negative and then think that everything is bad, when in reality there is some good in there somewhere.
Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I know.
That's so annoying.
It's
You're
so
waiting, you're
like, am I gonna sneeze? Am I not gonna sneeze? But definitely that's another thing as well. And even if it means you have to sit down and write it down, just to remind yourself and physically have it in front of you, for you to physically see the list of things that are actually positive in your life. Start with number one, the fact that you're even alive.
Yes.
That in itself
as well.
Good health, the fact that you're alive, that in itself
is a blessing.
Is a huge blessing. Therefore, there's potential as well. If you're like me massively, because I'm like, listen, you guys mess with me.
Well, why is she whistling for? Who told her to whistle?
But essentially with myself as well, I have to sometimes remind myself that, look, Nissy, it might not all be going perfect, it might not all be going right, but you're alive. Therefore, there's potential for things to get better.
There is. Like, you may not be where you want to be, but you're definitely not where you used to be. And that in itself is progress.
You hear that? Yeah? You may not be where you want to be, but you're definitely not where you used to be. Listen, it's all about progression every single day. You're moving forward. Yesterday was yesterday, and sometimes you just have to program your mind to understand and to know that regardless of what has happened in the past, you still have the chance to make things good and better for you today. And as long as you focus in that way, I believe that that's when things will start changing in your life, because there's no point in you sitting there doing the same old thing that you were doing yesterday, the same old stuff that you were doing last week, and expecting a change. It's not going to happen. You have to get up and physically say to yourself, do you know what, I've had enough of feeling like this. I've had enough of being at this point in my life. I want to progress and I want to move forward. And that's when you start actually changing things in your life, essentially. So, and I think in terms of another thing that I would say as well, another way of regaining your confidence as well, is finding something that you're really interested in and that you're good at. I remember one day I was watching Annie Drea's videos. If you're not subscribed to her, I'll put the link to her channel below as well.
I love her.
I love Annie Drea. She's one of us as well.
I didn't know that either.
You didn't know?
No, just recently.
We all look so different.
That's the thing.
We look very, but you can kind of, there's something about, oh my gosh, my battery's flashing. Hey! So we gotta go quickly. But basically, Annie Drea made a video when she was talking about how she went through a period in her life where she was very depressed, where she was very low. I don't know if you watched it. I think it was a vlog. Okay. She was very depressed, and she just prayed to God. She said, God, please show me something that I'm good at, something that I can focus on, because the depression was spiraling out of control. And then God showed her YouTube, and she started editing, and she was like, do you know what, I'm really good at this. And she is sick at editing. Her editing literally is gold. I watch her videos all the time. I'm not gonna lie, hey Drea, I still some of your tips. I'm like, oh, I like that. I'm gonna steal that. But
that's good. If she's inspiring other people to better their craft, then you're doing something good.
She's doing something positive. So, but she's just an example of how she knew that she was in a very bad place, but she decided to ask. She asked God. So if you're someone of faith, definitely prayer and asking God to shine a light, either to, you know, a path that you need to follow in order to come out of the situation you're in, or something that you need to do in order to come out of that situation. For her, it was editing. Find something that you enjoy, something that you love, something that you're passionate about, and focus on it and work on it. Whether that be, I don't know, dancing, whether that be, you know, wanting to run your own business, whatever it is, find it, become passionate about it, learn, make sure you're educated about it, make sure you're growing and you're understanding that field that you want to be in, and then keep moving forward. I think that can take you away from being either depressed or feeling like you're worthless or you're useless.
Some form of escapism.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
so
it really is.
Escaping, you know, the negativity that you're currently going through.
Yeah,
and you're in your own little bubble.
Yeah, and when you start mastering your craft as well, you become even more confident because you're like, damn, I'm really good at this. And so yeah, literally it just kind of grows from that. But you need to take that first initial step. If you don't take that step, nothing will change, honestly.
And that first step is changing your state of mind.
Honestly, it's all up here, definitely. But yeah, is there anything that you would say about regaining confidence?
I would say it's all about the circle.
Oh,
who you surround yourself with as well. Sometimes you don't know how words are really powerful. You need to watch your friends. Sometimes they may be negative about the things that you want to do, and because you're close with that person and you listen to what they're saying, and like, okay, do you know what, maybe it's not a good idea. So I think surround yourself with like-minded people, people that will help you to grow, people that will challenge you in a good way.
Definitely. I said that as well. If you guys have me on Snapchat, if you don't, make sure you add me on Snapchat. It will come up on the screen. But basically, I was talking about this the other day, and I went on a bit, not a rant, but just kind of like, I was just talking, it was yesterday actually, I was talking about it, and I was talking about how basically it was because a lot of people messaged me and like, oh my god, you're always doing stuff, you're always having so much fun, your life is so extravagant, so great. And I pointed out that my life is not perfect, because a lot of people imply that, oh my gosh, your life is so amazing. So honestly, like I said, I go through trials, tribulations, hardships, suffering, pain. I go through a lot of things that I don't ever say on camera, I don't ever say to people, a lot of things that I hold in within myself. But I make sure, number one, mentality. But number two, the people I surround myself with. The people that I have around me, I thank God for every single one of them. Every single person I consider my friend is my motivator, my encourager, someone that pushes me, someone that makes me think in a way where I'm like, even when I'm slacking, they remind me, Nissy, get it together. Get it together, keep it moving. If you don't have people around you like that, it becomes very, very, very
difficult. Are you able to talk to them? Will they be able to advise you? Or are they just people that you just go out clubbing with, or go do whatever?
Where you need to have people around you that can really help you to focus. That's definitely an important thing. So surround yourself with a good network of people, a good solid network that can really push you to excel and do well, and that also boosts your confidence as well. Especially if they're doing stuff, because you see them progressing, you're happy that they're progressing, and then when they see you progress, they're happy for you, and so do you know what I mean? It just works.
Like when I see my friends doing well and progressing, I'm like, I get really happy, and I'm like, okay, Audrey, you need to focus. You need to, you know, focus and excel as well.
But listen, we could literally talk about this forever, but we're gonna leave it at that just because the battery is telling me it's time to go, okay? But I really do hope that you enjoyed the video. I do hope that helped you as well. But if you are feeling any type of way, just comment below. We can carry on the conversation. Definitely. You know, my email, all my stuff is in the description box. So you can just email me anytime, and I will try and answer all your questions. And I promise you, I don't respond straight away, but I promise you I'll get around to it.
Or if you have tips on how to be more confident, then again,
comment as well. Yes, because this is all about helping people. You know that my channel is all about, oh god, why is my cousin calling me? Hannah, why are you calling me, fam? Nonsense. But I love you, really. But yeah, so this is all about sharing ideas and helping one another, you know that, and supporting, exactly. So make sure you do comment below, we can carry on the conversation. But best of luck, and just remember that you're amazing, okay? And you're incredible, and the fact that you're alive, that means that your purpose is yet to be fulfilled. So keep going, okay? And thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Thank you. But yeah, I'll see you guys again in my next video, and make sure you stay beautiful.
Bye. See ya.